came up out that bottom, earned my stripes, became a stepper. Had to raise the bar, now the bar exceeds.
Jenks, how you doing, bro?
Good, bro. How you living?
I'm living good, man, especially after hearing the Zeno tape. Got me feeling some type of way.
All right, that's
You see,
good.
you
That's
see
good to
how
hear.
you see how I'm coming tonight, man. I'm coming exactly how I'm feeling. I got the hoodie on. You know, I got the fitted. I got the Cartiers on, man. That's how I'm feeling tonight, man. That's how this tape got me feeling.
You in the fifth, man. It
I'm
looks
in
like
the
you in the
fifth,
fifth
man.
dimension. Yeah, man.
So look, man, we're gonna get into the album. We're gonna listen to some tracks. But I really want to give my community an opportunity to get to know you. We've used some of your music a lot on our page. We'll definitely be using some tracks from this album. So they'll definitely hear the music. So tonight I want to give them an opportunity to get to know you, and really talk about what went into making this album. All right, so let's start there. Jenks, like, you're more than just a rapper, right? You got a long history, a great reputation in the 757 area. So let's start really what inspired you to get into music.
I always been a fan of the music. You know, hip hop. We grew up on that. It affected our lives tremendously. Um, and people don't know this, but in eighth grade, I was about to get signed actually to New World Entertainment in Atlanta, but my
Okay.
heart was in basketball. You know what I mean? So if your heart ain't in it, I don't recommend you do anything in this life. My heart was in basketball. I mean, did my thing in that. Made it to the pros. Played a couple of years. Life hit me, and now I'm here.
So basketball is a heavy influence in on this album. Like, I'm hearing a lot of references. You know, turn your L's into stars like LeVar. You know, you got the track Off the Dribble. So a lot of basketball references. Let's talk about that, because you said that was your first passion. So that's how you and I have a relationship, is through sports. So
Yeah.
where did that start? Where did that journey start?
Well, my dad was always a hooper. My mom was a cheerleader. She was athletic, so I was always around sports. Um, but I would say basketball saved my life. You know, basketball showed me things I wouldn't have got to see at an early age. Even later in life, connected me with people all around the world. Just opened my mind to different aspect of life. And it also kept me out of trouble. Not just basketball though. I used to play football. I was a quarterback, safety. I was played baseball. Basketball actually my worst sport probably. You know what I'm saying? But I loved it though. You know, I loved it. And then I had got hurt one year. I think eighth grade. And I broke my ankle. And then when I came back, it was basketball season, and I just took off with the hoop, and I started getting all the accolades, all this stuff. So I just stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Then we get to Liberty. I got actually I had a lot of offers and stuff, a lot of interest coming out of high school, and then I ended up going to Liberty though, on some last minute stuff, whatever. And like that actually was one of the best things in my life. Like that's what I realized. Like everything happened how it's supposed to. Like even this right here is full circle. Like
Yeah,
nobody would.
yeah.
We was always cool, but like if I was like, yo, you about to do the gaming thing, take over with it. I'm at Fifth Dimension in the music. We them are two complete opposite aspects of life we was in at the time. But you know, Liberty brought a lot of good people together. Like that's what sports do in general. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, basketball. I went to the NBA. I went to Murray State. Did my thing in Murray State. Um, went overseas. Went to the NBA D League. Played in Australia. And then my grandma, aunt, and dad died in 2015, back to back to back, within like a month and a half span. So then I kind of just was like out of it. Decided to retire. It wasn't fun no more. And then just over time, I started Camp Jenks actually, where I got a business Camp Jenks. 9 years old, all the way to NBA guys. I train basketball. You know, I actually like teaching the game more than playing it. As crazy as that sounds, I like helping, especially the younger kids, the ones that got the aspirations and the dreams, and they really want it. You see it, and you could give them the knowledge. Man, it feels good to do that. It's a way of giving back. It costs you nothing to do that. You know what I'm saying? What you're supposed to do. And yeah, after all that happened, I was about to go back overseas. Everybody kept dying. Actually, every time I was about to go back, and I just transitioned into the music, and now we here, man. Fifth Dimension.
Now I'm hearing a lot of the album. For me, felt like you were reporting live from the 757. So I'm hearing a lot of Virginia. I'm hearing that slow flow, that witty talk. You talking that talk in this album. So how much of an inspiration did the 757 play on the creation of the album?
757 plays inspiration in everything I ever done in my life. Like I really take pride in where I'm from. A lot of greats come from here. Iverson. That we talking sports. You could go Vic. You could go on and on. Musicians, Missy, Timberland, Pharrell. You could go on and on. So I take pride in that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always throw a VA. Always Virginia Beach Jenks. You know what I mean? Check my videos out. I always got some type of Virginia shit going on, whether it's clothing brands or locations or whatever. But yeah, man, I'll take 7.5. We made it in Norfolk, Virginia. We got a studio called The Six. You know what I mean? So we made it in there. I recorded it myself. I had never recorded myself before up until now. I shout out my dog Charles. He got me right. It ain't really that hard, but to be able to do that was a accomplishment for me. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, like I'm learning every day, learning new things, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's dope. Who would be the one artist from the 757 area that would be your number one pick to do a track with?
Man, there's a lot of dope artists out here, man. I got a track with Child. I got a whole EP from the Fifth with Love with my dog Child. Make sure y'all go check that out. It's everywhere. I did a song with Young Crazy. I did a lot of stuff. I did Danny Denore. But rappers wise, man, I'll be with anything Virginia for real as long as it's hot. We can't put out no bullshit. But I mean, excuse me, my fault. We can't put out no dumb. I mean, that ain't weak. But anybody, I like Breeze Barker. Beach Boy Tay do his thing. There's a dude out here named Day Cools I really like to work with. Actually, that's who I would like to work with. If I could pick one, Day Cools. We actually gonna work. He one of the most fire dudes out here. DEHKEWLS, man. Make sure you go check him out. Yeah, I mean, a Virginia artist doing his thing. Shout out Day Cools.
That's dope, man. Showing love. I like to see that in Virginia. I know for me, man, I'm waiting on that Pusha T and Jenks collab with Pharrell over the beach. That would be a classic right there.
That would be fire. That would be fire. I would be for that. Them two legendary dudes, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
I'm still on the come up, trying to make a name for myself. Like I respect the grind. I respect you can't skip no steps. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but that would be dope. Shout out to them. Them some legends. VA all day.
Yep. And like you said, these things come full circle. So just keep grinding. This definitely a dope project. I'm hearing a lot of the Fifth. Like, talk to us about that. Teach us about the Fifth.
Fifth Dimension is the label and the movement. Understanding you're a co-creator of your own reality by raising your vibration, not just for you, but those around you. So we go all grow together. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding that, like, we have the power to achieve anything we want. You know what I mean? We should go for it. It's empowering, understanding that your mind, you have to protect your mind. Once you set your mind on a goal, whether good or bad, whatever you put in your mind will manifest. You know what I'm saying? We have to be conscious of that higher level thinking, staying away from the illusion. You know what I mean? Letting love guide you. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But understanding that this is a lot going on out here and you need to understand it and you need to move properly.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of awareness I'm hearing. A lot of, like you said, leading with love. But again, it's also that realness behind it. So when we're discussing rappers, and you will understand this question, we'll break it down for our chat. But when we discussing rappers, we got different type of rappers. So what type of rapper would you consider yourself?
I'm more wordplay, more bars. I like real conscious of what I say. I'm still getting better too. Like I'm learning some areas I could get better at. But I would say my wordplay, witty wordplay, that's one of my things. I like a lot of double, triple entendres. But I don't try to get too crazy. I still want you to enjoy the song, not think too much, but maybe hear it, and then you're enjoying the song. Then another day hear it and be like, "Oh, that's what he said," or somebody tell you like, "Oh, that's what he said." You know what I'm saying? That's the era of music I came from, just
Yeah.
growing up on Jay-Z, Biggie, those type guys doing their thing. So,
Nah, I love it, man. That wordplay, that's my favorite style, and that's really why I'm feeling the album because it's reminding me. And I hate to be that guy, say it's real hip hop, because I think hip hop can be expressed in a lot of different ways, especially through art. But yeah, it's my type of hip hop. Let's just say that you're telling a story in a track like Janae, like you really get into the wordplay in a track like Dizzy. Um, and Dizzy, man, that's that bounce. That's that bounce I like to hear.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
happy that you came with different zones and Dizzy and Megalodon music and then Dizzy right there back to back to back. That's my 3P right there. So I probably go there first in the album just because, usually when I turn to music, I'm looking for some type of inspiration. And, when I need that bounce, like that's exactly where I'm going. I'm gonna listen to those three. Uh so let's talk a little bit about some of the songs on the album. So Ready or Not, like that's a Ready or Not feel to it with the
Mhm.
refugees. I mean, I'm sorry, with the Fugees. Um, talk to us a little bit about that sample and what went into that song.
First of all, shout out my dog 1135, man. He produced that joint. He from VA, you know what I'm saying? He overseas right now, Dubai, somewhere, Qatar, doing his thing. But he didn't even really do the beats like that. And he sent them to me. I knew him for a long time. We go way back, you know what I'm saying? It's my dog. He actually went to Liberty. You know Jermaine?
I would have to see a picture. I
Yeah,
was a introvert
yeah,
living
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
bed.
But yeah, he actually went to Liberty. How crazy is that? You know
Nah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
But he from the 7-5, so you know what I'm saying? I had did the Fifth Dimension Fridays. And he had sent me some beats and they had the samples. I'm like, yo, this some boom bap hip hop. You know what I mean? This is the feeling. So I had dropped these Freestyle Fridays. I mean, I was calling them Fifth Dimension Fridays. That's out now, EP out now on everything. Make sure you check that out. Videos now. And then he sent me that one. I had already did five, Fifth Dimension and the fives. I was like, I gotta put this one on the album, man. This is gonna go crazy. And I just wanted it made me want to rap. It's one of those upbeat boom baps though.
Yeah.
And it just made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? It's a classic sample. The Fugees is actually the first cassette I ever bought, the
Oh
score.
wow,
You
that's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Shout out to Fugees, legendary. You know what I mean? So it just all comes full circle, man. That's what Fifth Dimension about, man. Understanding these multiverses going on, everything going around us, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's dope, man. And it sounds like it's a lot of energy that goes behind the fifth dimension and living that lifestyle. Like you constantly run into situations in life where things come full circle. Nah, that's dope.
Yeah, always, man. Always.
Now I'm hearing a lot about she. You know, just understanding the mentality of a rapper. Sometimes you can be creating art, but also sometimes you can be kind of talk about a point in your life. So this she that you're referring to, is that a made up she, or are we really discussing somebody in your life?
Nah, I mean it can be both. You know what I'm saying? This is like it can be both. It can be really I write in the aspect of myself mixed with everybody else. And that's how I create my art. Like I try to bring my vision of life, but if I can bridge it where others can relate, like I had a song, What's Love about basketball. It sounds like I'm talking about a girl. The whole time I was talking about basketball. And, like that's really one of my favorite things to do and try to get creative with the wordplay. So that wasn't about a particular person. You talking about Janae or what?
Hey, throughout the album, I'm hearing a lot of references of she. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying.
no, like I mean to be honest, I mean we all are one, everything connected. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how the mindset I be in when I be making
Okay,
these things for
okay,
real.
that's a
So
good
like
answer.
I kind of try to make it like even if I'm telling like my point of view or my story even that someone else can just substitute themselves into that. You know what I'm saying? If they're in that mode or if they're in that moment in their life and connect with it like that. That's what I'm really saying. I
Nah,
mean,
that's dope. Shout out to Byron Coward. He and I were just having that conversation last night. When
yeah,
discussing storytelling. When you're a creator and you're an artist, sometimes you can tell stories in a way that you're pulling a little bit from your life, from your friends' lives, from your family, and it comes
Yeah,
together and it becomes your own story. So, nah, that's definitely dope. Now what?
yeah, sure.
Now one of the songs that our community really know you for is Ja Morant. Now
Okay.
you didn't randomly wake up one day and make a song about Ja Morant. So talk a little bit about what went into that song.
Like I said, man, Murray State representative. Shout out John Morant, man. I was in the studio with my dog Hadef Raja. Actually, we working on this project called Breakfast at Midnight. Um,
Mm,
and we was looking for a single track, and it was around the time COVID had hit, things like that. So we just in the studio, and I'm like, I want to name this after a basketball player, like just what rappers do. And I just figured like I compared myself to him in a sense because he was fresh in the league. But I even in the hook, I say rookie of the year before he got rookie of the year. Like I could tell he was gonna get rookie of the year just the way he approached it.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? His mindset, he was trying to go after these dudes and he was trying to give it all he got every game. And he was dominating. He was actually producing. And then he went to Murray State. It just made sense. I wanted to show him love. I wanted to show the school love. Um, yeah, man. Shout out John Morant doing his thing. He did a all-star this year. Shout out to him.
Now shout out to Ja Morant. I got him in the top two in point guards, and he ain't
Who's
number two, but
number one?
that's a different conversation.
Who number one?
I got Ja Morant number one right now. Today, I got Ja Morant number one.
Hey, y'all crazy, man.
Yeah. So again, we'll have a sports talk another day. We just got a comment in the chat from the homie Ace. Dope take, classic feel. Hey, shout out to Ace.
Shout
He's
out
one
to
of
Ace,
those.
man. I appreciate you, bro. Much love, man. Follow the movement, man. Jenks 757 on socials, man. Tap in with me.
I told the boys Ja was a superstar. What up, agent? Yeah, we got the homies pulling up. But Ace is a hip hop head through and through, and he's one of those people that I'll call and try to get information on the new artist. Um, and he put me on the Benny, and I'm getting that feeling like when I'm hearing this. I'm hearing a little bit of Benny. I'm hearing a little bit of uh Dave East. Like I'm feeling that raw hip hop feel, and that's the thing I like about it. Um, because I have plenty of moments, man, where we can be playing the game, and I need a little bit of hype music. So I need my
For sure.
type of feel, So I'm definitely gonna be turning to a couple of tracks, man. It's
For
dope.
sure. Hey, man, I meant to tell you, too, man. Much love to y'all doing your thing. Always showing love, man. I be appreciating when y'all use the music, man. Much love to y'all. Keep doing your thing for real.
Absolutely, man. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep having these dope conversations. We're gonna keep introducing music to the platform. So anytime you got a project that's coming out, man, pull up on us, talk about us, because now we following the journey, we following the growth. So pull up
Yeah,
on us. Let's have that conversation. Let's get
for
into a
sure.
couple of tracks, man, and then we can
All
talk
right.
a little bit about the story behind it, what went into it, the producer, the beat maker. Let's get into it. So I'll pick a couple of my tracks and chat. If you got any that you want to hear, let us know. Um, you probably heard my favorite one in the intro, but it's worth running it back. Different zones. Jenks, Mark Fisher. Y'all came with it, man. Hold up, chat. You see how he just easing into it? And then it's like, go.
Oh, yeah, we gonna turn up.
Zeno. I mean, what you want me to do?
Whew. Bar for bar. Hey, talk to us about that, man. Cause you really got busy on that track. So talk to
Different
us
zones,
about it.
man. Um, Before I even get into it, the Zeno tape and whole, one is there's many reasons why I call it the Zeno tape. But if you're familiar with any anime of Dragon Ball Z, it's Zeno the Omni King, you know what I'm saying? Geno, he's from the Six universe. And like I said, the studio is called the Six. So my dog used to always call me the Omni. So I used to be like, why? Because I never paid attention. I never watched it. Put me on. I started looking it up. I started realizing I'm real similar to him. You know what I'm saying? He has a dark energy and a light energy, bring down the middle. And then also Fifth Dimension in the Zeno tape talks about universes. You know what I mean? Zeno in Dragon Ball Z is different universes. So that's when I started to reach out to these beat makers and try to get different universes on the project. You know, and this is one of them. Shout out to dog Toucan. He's 16 years old, man. He's from Europe doing his thing. Sent the beat through. Soon as I heard it, I went straight to the studio. I don't even think I hit nobody up. I just went straight to the studio. I was like, nah. Then I had wanted to work with the dog, Mount Fisher, for a minute. You know what I'm saying? He's done a couple of his events. He do his thing out here. He do the freestyle battles. He throw those events. You know what I mean? Headhunters. So Norfolk City. So yeah, I just wanted to tap in with him, man. I knew that sounded like something I could hear him on. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's one of my favorite joints.
Yeah, he had that crazy flow when he came in. Nah, good combination there. So you said something there. You talked about having different dimensions on the album.
Yeah.
Now you got me looking at the album differently. So how many dimensions are on the album?
See, because fifth dimension is a real thing. You know, we live in the third dimension. This world we live in, the Matrix and the movies, and that's about the third dimension. The fifth dimension is just higher level thinking. Like if we could do like if it was a rope, you know, like the exercise ropes.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the rope in the third dimension. Fourth dimension takes away time, but in the fifth dimension is all that stuff on the inside of those intertwined ropes that you can't see. But if you got fifth dimensional thinking, your mind working at a different rate. So nothing is ever what it seems. Like this whole project is nothing ever what it seems. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I think I got about total 18. I got actually I got these shirts right here, right? I got some red ones though. And they're just like the album cover. I sent them to everybody that was part of the project.
That's dope.
They're limited. I ain't selling them. Only 18 made. Every producer, everybody who mixed it, all the artists up there. So it's all different type of dimensions, all different type of universes. Everybody, different countries all over the world. Even Virginia, different parts of Virginia, you get in different aspects of Virginia. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm feeling it. You said something there. You actually dropped the bar. I guess since we having a conversation and this is an interview, we can call it a gym. But I'll let the people go back and listen to it because you definitely talked about something there and just the way of thinking and your outlook on life. And then going back to the positive thinking that you talked about before. I mean, it's crazy what the brain can accomplish.
No question. Like you have to understand, like brain works in two consciousness. You got the conscious mind, you got the subconscious mind. See, we don't really protect our conscious minds, just thoughts. They're not even ours. We all could grab them. That's how sometimes we could think the same thing at the same time in two different places, even, right? Because we could grab those thoughts. But once we grab them and believe them to be true, they go in our subconscious. And that's when it starts to manifest. That's when the bad stuff even starts to manifest. Like you got your goal and you hit one L, which is no losses ever, only lessons. But you hit that one L, right? You stumble, you focus on stumbling instead of focusing on the goal. So now the stumbling go into your subconscious, and now more bad stuff happens. You can't get out the loop. Versus if you just focus on the goal, that go in your subconscious. Every L is just bouncing. No, you just bouncing off it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the fifth dimension, man. We in the fifth with it.
Shout out to the fifth.
That album is about bringing light and dark energy. Understand that everything is just energy, frequency, and vibration. Shout out Nikola Tesla, man. Everything is energy, you know what I'm saying? And the more you know, you start to realize how much you can control certain things. That's how you will co-create your reality. This song right here was a darker me. I'm giving you a darker me. It's got lighter me and then it got darker me. But most of the time, I was more light. You know, like the yin and the yang is half white, half black. That represents light and dark energy. But for it to be a balance, it has to be an equal amount of both. Too much of either side to kill you, make you lose. You know what I mean? Make you stumble. So this project was kind of bringing me more to the darker side, but it's actually bringing me balance. Like you said, those three, that's why they're put together like that. The album is put in 4 different sections. Like if you listen to the first 3, then you kind of listen to the next 4, like that type of way. I gotta look at it, but it's broke down into sections in that way. So yeah, this is more of the darker side. That's why I'm talking like that.
Got you. Listen, man, you got me ready to go back and give it a different listen. with a different ear.
Yeah.
That's dope. So I'm hoping that we go into a different dimension because let's check out Fifthry.
Yeah, let's go to the fifth, man.
Hey, as soon as I heard that track, I felt like I was back in the South, and we had our good clothes on, like we call it in the South, and we were going to that neighborhood cookout, and we were
Mhm.
gonna have a good time. Like that was a whole vibe. Like the whole song was a vibe. So talk
Yeah,
to us about it, man.
you can't commit no violence to that song. It, real feel good music, man. Shout out my dog Bird Oakley, man. He's from Norfolk, Virginia. He overseas doing his thing right now too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, different universe. But he sent me that beat, man. When I got that beat, I was like, oh, I gotta do this. I actually sent it to somebody, they ain't like it. The person I was actually gonna put on there, they didn't like it. I was like, what? That's crazy. So, but I try to drop some more jewels. In my music, I try to drop a couple gems, like you say. I do a lot of rebuttals, a lot of double entendres, triple entendres, but I try to drop gems in there too. Like I wish somebody would have told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or something I may be knowledge about, just something to remind the people following the movement, because this is bigger than me, it's bigger than all of us. That's what Fifth Dimension about. But yeah, man, shout out my dog Bert O'Lee produced that. That's one of my favorite joints, Fifth Drew.
Yeah.
That red background on the album, and the reason why the shirt is red represents the red pill, like in the Matrix. Red blue
Well, let's
pill. You
talk
dig it?
about the album cover.
Okay.
So, and I hate to cut you off, but I want people to really like hear this part of the conversation because I mean this is artwork. I'm getting a lot of Basquiat vibes as I look at this. So let's talk about
Basiak could never, man. Shout out my dog Andre doing this
it.
thing, man. Straight from VA, you already know what it is. Shout out my dog, man. I had met him at a one of my boy Childs had a show, and I pulled up. You know what I mean? And it was like an art show too. And Andre was in there. He like placed. They were doing like a contest, and he didn't win first place or something. But like his work was amazing to me. I'm like, bro, you a winner.
Mm.
Come rock with the fifth, man. I'm like, I might have something for you. Would you be interested in like doing the artwork or something? He was like, yeah. I was like, bet. So I was like follow him for a little bit. I was watching his work, and then finally I hit him up and I told him like, I gave him like a couple key things that I wanted represented, and he just brought it to life for me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. But yeah, red pill though. That's why it's red. The background is red. Represents taking away the illusion, searching truth, being true to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. Yeah, shout out to him. I might have to holler at him, get some work done.
Yeah, he definitely a fisher, man. I didn't tell him he put the jet ski and the yacht and the shorty over there. You know what I'm saying? He did that, the palm trees from the song "Summertime." You know what I mean? I guess that was one of his favorite songs. But
Yeah, yeah.
he he then you see the shooting star. That's one of the that's a logo for the Fifth Dimension, the shooting star. You always see me put the shooting star emoji. Then you got the halo over our heads. But that's to understand, man. Like we really tapped in with God, man. We really one with God. If you one with God, you have the ability that God has. You can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the piece around the neck. I always wear that. That's a symbol of life. And then you got the shorty, man. She green. Notice she green because she an alien. But like she that bad. Like they gonna stare at her like she an alien. But in the fifth, though, anything's possible. How we know we not the aliens? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a
But
that's a different way of
so,
looking at it, man. But I'm you certainly got me, interested one in listening to the album again, but also tapping into the movement so I can fully understand. Because it sounds like a lot of positive energy, a lot of positive vibes, a deeper level of awareness. We definitely got to tap in some more, man. Have these conversations.
for sure, man. I think that's one of the main things Fifth Dimension is about giving back and connecting. Like this past Christmas, we did the Merry Fifth Miss giveaway. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Expected mother. We had all type of stuff for her: diapers, high chairs, formula. I had my dog DJ Suave from out here. He chipped in. He threw in a Walmart gift card. Somebody else chipped in. So we did something big for her. It was dope. You know what I mean? Just to be able to help out. So things like that. We do giveaways, contests all the time. I actually have a fifth dimension number. If y'all really want to plead the fifth and follow it, 757-695-9117. Text that number. It's gonna send you a link. Make sure you sign up so I have the information so I can keep in touch. But I try to wish everybody a happy birthday. It's really me always texting. I try to send positive stuff throughout the week. I got a fifth dimension book club we do through there where we read like self help books, business books, mind books. Just books to give us extra knowledge. Incentive for people to read that may don't, or the people that do read to continue to read. Nothing major, like 1 or 2 chapters a week. Um, and then it's a silent book club. I just say what chapters we gonna read. If you want to hit me up, you can. You got access to me at all the times. New merch, new music. You never miss nothing in the algorithms, contests, giveaways, all type of stuff, man. So if you want to plead the fifth today, text that number 757-695-9117. You heard?
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's
Yeah.
dope. You guys got a whole movement going on over there. We got to tap in some more, man, because we got a movement going on over here. We up now in gaming. You never know when those dimensions might collide, like it's doing tonight.
Yeah. See, but like I say all the time, like I told you, see, in the fifth dimensional thinking state, you understand that it's all connected. It was always connected. It always still is connected. You know what I'm saying? Everything, for sure.
That's dope, man. So look, before we get out of here, we're gonna run one more track, but we also want to hear from you. Like, what's next for Jenks? What can we be on the lookout for?
Ready or not video on the way. I just dropped the promo for that. Make sure you tap into the socials. Like I said, subscribe, man. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. All the socials that help the artist. If you're really rocking with the movement, you really want to support. Even those little things help the artist because it helps us go in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? The project out. If you really want to support the artist, purchase it. It's $9.99 on iTunes. That helped the artist get $2-3 on the back end, plus help everybody getting the algorithms on the playlist and things. Shout out to everybody that did pre-order it. We got plenty pre-orders. We ended up debuting on number 7 on iTunes hip hop charts. You know what I'm saying,
Dope.
so yeah, man, we got a lot coming. Fifth Dimension Films, more videos. I got a project I'm working on called Breakfast at Midnight. Breakfast at Midnight with High Def Raja. You never know with the fifth, man. Anything possible.
That's what's up, man. So the last song we're gonna get into is my favorite, Janae. This is Jenks in full storytelling mode. Talk to us about this track before we leave.
Like I said, man, RP to Janae, man, they got her up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I just playing, man. Like that's shout out to the Lost Boys, man. One of the pioneers of this music, this hip hop. From the '90s, they had a song called Redneck, and it was one of my favorite songs growing up. One of my favorite stories. So I put a little twist on it, made it a little Virginia, a little Jenks, a little Fifth Dimension. But when I heard the beat, man, shout out Talented Ted, man, my dog from Canada. All his beats have that hip hop '90s feel. Even his R&B beats he be making. So if you're interested in that, check him out. He on the tube, he everywhere. But yeah, man, once I heard that, I was like, yeah, I want to tell this story. So I've been wanting to do it, and I figured it was necessary because not just about the story of Janae, it just shows how quick life can change up and how much things people go through and obstacles every day you have to overcome. Like there's people that did know a Janae for real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I lost a lot of my family and a lot of my friends. Some people, and then you can't even compare your losses because everybody is their god of their universe. That's where Dragon Ball Z got that from. But everybody's the god of their universe. You know what I'm saying? And then all of our universes form this big universe. You know what I'm saying? So in their universe, smaller L you may think it ain't that much a big of a deal because it's not in your universe. In their universe is the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? So things like that. I just want to just put my experiences and my life and my pain into a song. You know what I'm saying? But try to make it a dope story in a creative way and pay homage at the same time. I'm pretty satisfied with it.
Dope. So we're gonna listen to Janae. You guys make sure you get the album, the Zeno tape. You can find it on all major platforms. I'm putting it in the chat right now. You can click that link so you'll learn how to listen to it, but also how to buy. Make sure you guys support. Let's drive these numbers. Jenks, is Black History Month. We're celebrating you. Hip hop is one of the things that we think are important to this culture. If you see the stream, we in all blue tonight. That's showing love to Nipsey Hussle, my personal favorite person in Black history. So the wealth of knowledge and, you know, the conversation that you brought to this platform tonight, we really do appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man. He a big inspiration to this, man. All money in. You know what I'm saying? Even I never met that man. He taught me a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
That's real.
for sure, man. And that's what it's about. Like it was way bigger than him. He knew that. You know what I'm saying? So I really just want to appreciate, show my appreciation for everybody who has ever supported Jenks or BJ Jenkins or whatever you know me as. You know what I'm saying? Whatever point of life you caught me in, whether it was sports, whether it was the music, whether it was the basketball training, whatever it was, man, I really appreciated every share, every like, every comment. You know what I'm saying? I was saying like purchase it would be love, but even just streaming it, downloading it, even checking it out is love, man. I put a lot of work into it, a lot of money into it. Trying to give y'all quality product too. But you know, I realize you can't skip no steps and I'm willing to work, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I got the phone number, 757-695-9117. If y'all ever have any ideas or interested in working with me or anything, man, that's a direct line to me. No extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Free heat today, free heat. Much love to my dog Fox. We up now, gaming gang. You already know, man. It's the 5th. You heard?
Here's a story about this shorty named Janae that I met one day. Down the beach by the Turtle Cay. Brown skin is fat. I had the bag.